Good morning, everybody. It's Panther T. As you can see, I'm a little rough around the edges. I've been experiencing a lot of trials. Last night I had to, yesterday it started, and I had a really, really rough day. And like I try to tell people all the time, like, my life is not, it's not easy to see, and it's not easy to hear about. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I feel like that's the only way for me to progress. It's just to open up, because I don't really get to open up, and I open up, to, some people that I'm really close with. Today is day 43. Is it 43 or 42? I think it's day 42. I'm still counting down the days. I'm still making plans. I got a really good suggestion from a guy on Lonely Planet. I was asking him about, basically, me going to the Virgin Islands and what would be the best thing, for me to do as far and most cost efficient. And he told me, the what's real about it. He gave me some facts and prices and things like that, just as far as like, minor survival. But he also made the suggestion, if I'm going to backpack, then he suggested that I start off in Central America, because it would just be most cost effective, and I can if I'm going there just to backpack and see and learn and write and things like that, hostel stays range from like $15 to $25, in Central America. And he would, what else did he say? Like little food trucks and things like that. I could probably get a meal, for all of $2 or $3. So, that's enough for me, to move around right there. So, with that being said, I'm eyeing I'm really eyeing, Central America, and doing a little bit more research. I had to do all this research for, the Virgin Islands and things like that. That's just because I plan to live there. And my intentions was when I first came up with the concept to go to the islands, I just knew that that's where I wanted to live. That's where I wanted to build my house, do everything, plant my garden and things like that. So, overall, the Virgin Islands is my home. It will be my home. But I'm still eyeing that. But I just want you guys to know, like, as far as when my journey starts, actually begins, that I will most likely, backpack Central America first. So, that's, the update on that. As far as donations and things like that, like I said, my deadline is September 30th. I'm not in a rush for anything. I appreciate the people that's been reaching out and talking to me, and just letting me know what's going on with the process and things like that. And I'm fine. I'm completely fine. Like, I'm asking, a humble person can't be, I can't be complaining and things like that. I got to keep moving forward. For everybody who keeps asking me about money, I just don't have none. I had a part-time job. It didn't work out. It's something in California called general relief. I receive general relief for homeless people, and that gives me an estimated of $212 a month. So that, and this is, because people ask me, so I'm going to be completely honest about it. So with that, usually with that monthly, what do you call that? Whatever that monthly benefits personal needs. I can't seem to find a balance, because when I don't adhere to people's demands, it's always the same thing. It's always get the fuck out, or get out, get out, get out, get your own shit. Or people are continuously reminding me of what's theirs. Like I don't know that. Like I don't have that concept. I know exactly where I am, and people, my loyal friends and things like that, like Monathan and Megan. My sister Shannon. I mean, these people understand. Like I've stayed with these people, and my friend Tate, and these people were actually, was hurt when I hurt these people when I leave. You see what I'm saying? Everybody else, as far as people in general nature, they invite me to certain places, and it's not just in California. I'm not just going to say this situation, but then other situations in Atlanta, in Chicago. I've been to a lot of places that people invite me to, and every time, I try to get on my feet, it's like people look down on me. Like people, when I tell, people see this image, like, and I am the perfection of beauty, and I'm not going to deny myself right now. I'm a little bit rugged, but I'm gonna always be beautiful, because that's because I have a great heart. So with other people that invite me places, or to cities and things like that, even some of my family members, I get there, and I'm very honest about situations. I usually walk into, I tell them, hey, I don't have no money, I don't have this, but I can help you later if I, get on my feet, or if I have that chance. And before I even get that chance, people become so demanding and so uprighteous and so, politically correct, that they feel as though they can treat and talk to me any kind of way. And me being Denise's child, that's not gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't disrespect anybody. So, my thing is, it's like, if you invite me to a place and you actually want to see me succeed, then I think you should know just to relax a little while, you know what I'm saying, and give that person a chance to learn the area, learn how to move around, learn what it is that he or she can do. I don't ever have those opportunities. People feel, though, just because I'm smart, I'm just supposed to just jump out and get a job, and become manager the next day. Just like, this whole trip that's, that I'm organizing. People don't think, like, this is important, what I'm doing. Reaching out and, trying to get help, because I am struggling. I can't even stress that enough. If you look at me last night, I'm going to get to that story on a different note. But people have these grand expectations of me, and it's really frustrating, and it's tiring, and it's draining. But one thing they will not get is my tears. Not sitting here crying and to speed myself up. I have to think about other options and solutions and things like that. So on a more positive note, we'll get back to serious life. I didn't submit my novel to this company, but I really wanted to, because they had this is a publishing is a self-publishing company called Trafford Publishing, and I reached out to them probably all of a year and a half ago, before I left Louisiana. And, the strangest thing, I would, reach out. I called and left messages, and then I kind of left it alone. And then they would send emails or whatever. So, when I finally reached out to them back, they emailed me, probably last week or something like that. And, I finally emailed them back, earlier this week. And they called me right back. And, since and then they got me right back in, and we began talking about the novel that I had. At first, like, they wasn't taking me serious. They was thinking just like, oh yeah, she has no experience in the publishing world and things like that. But I'm just more so cautious because my first experience was very horrible. I just actually received an email from them telling me that I have absolutely no royalties. But I don't know, like, I'm talking to different people, and all these people are telling me that they have my my first book, and I'm still tripped out, like, and you still telling me I have no royalties. So with that being said, like, I have to be very careful and cautious, and be mindful of what I'm doing this time. So they were just very adamant and persistent after I told them what the novel was about. After I told them that this is something completely new, this is a completely new writing style. It's new vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? It's and with that, she got real excited. She was like, "Oh my God, like, I would love to read it right now." And I was telling her about giving her a synopsis of what's going on in the story, and that's Tasting Beautiful is the name of that novel. It's very precious to me. I tell people all the time, like, this is something you've just never seen before, because it is. It's about, I feel like I'm living the book right now. I feel like in certain times I see myself going back to the chapters in that book. And I wrote this book it's 2013. I finished this in like 4 years ago, 2009? Yeah, 2009, because it took 2 years to get copywritten. So, yeah, let's stop right here because I'm recording on something else today, and we're going to stop at, 12 minutes? I'm going to shorten it down, and then I'm going to catch up on the next video. You did? Oh, I look so bad. My God.